Jasper Newton, Jack Daniel, established the Jack Daniels Distillery in 1866 in Lynchburg, Tennessee. In 1907, due to failing health, Daniel gave the distillery over to Motlow and another one of his nephews. Motlow soon bought out the other nephew and went on to operate the business off and on for about 40 years. Operation was interrupted by prohibition at the state level starting in Tennessee in 1910 and then at the federal level from 1920 to 1933 and at the state level again until 1938 and once more between 1942 and 1946 when the U.S. government banned the manufacture of whiskey due to World War II. Not until 1930 did the distillery have a major disaster. A fire broke out and destroyed the distillery. Odd though that it happened at the height of Prohibition. It took 7 years to rebuild the distillery and restart the operations. After the disaster, the owners and the operators decided it was time to start a company fire department, in this case a fire brigade. Named after Jack Daniel's famous No. 7 brand, Firehouse No. 7 is staffed by 34 distillery workers who double as volunteer firefighters. Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade Chief Fred Elliott, who serves as a fire and security specialist at the distillery, said members work in various roles throughout the distillery, even down to the distillery's tour guide turned firefighter. We have members that work in the distillery itself, members that work in bottling and shipping, members that work in processing and receiving. We have them in every department and throughout the warehouses, said Elliott, who has served with the department for 14 years. The department even has a waiting list for potential firefighters. It's an honor to be on the Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade, Elliott added. Jack Daniel's whiskey is produced in Lynchburg, Tennessee by the Jack Daniel Distillery, a part of the Brown-Forman Corporation since 1956. The Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade consists of 34 members and operates 3 fire stations. The brigade provides automatic aid for Lynchburg area schools, nursing homes, and the public square, as well as mutual response with the outlying communities. This is the Freightliner FL60 crew cab pumper truck for the Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade. It's a die-cast metal replica made by Code 3 in 1/64 scale. It was originally delivered in a very nice collector's tin that had Jack Daniel's graphics on it. Unfortunately, it's boxed up and I cannot find the tin. Maybe I can find a picture, and if I can, I'll insert it here, but otherwise, because it was laid out in foam, it was very well protected inside the metal tin. Now I'll go on and pick him up. It replicates the Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade graphics very well. They used black, white, and yellow striping on their trucks. May not be the most visible, but it fits very well with their brand, and after all, this is a private brand. You can see on the door, there's the door shield. It says Jack Daniel's Fire Brigade, and it has old No. 7 on it, and then Metro Lynchburg Moore County Fire Rescue. There's a turn signal, and there's an air horn right there mounted on the side of the hood. There's also a unit number of D19 tampoed right there on the hood above the stripe, which goes down and across the rest of the truck. Over here you can see there's plenty of gauges for the pump hookups, and controls. There's also the little ladder so you can climb up easily. There's solid pipe carrier here. There's plenty of toolboxes on this bed, but none of these toolboxes open. It has 10-hole chrome rear wheels and 2-hole chrome front wheels. They're plastic wheels, and then they have a soft rubber tire on both of them. diamond plate toolboxes along the steps with other tools, as you can see right here. They did a super nice job. There's also some flat hose right there, which is kind of cool that they would store some there. It has mirror and grab bars, and those are chrome plated hard plastic pieces, as are these connectors. The windows are hard plastic and they're clear so you can see inside the truck. Interior detail is, it has a gray interior, bucket seats up front, bench seat in the back, a steering wheel, and a dashboard. Pretty nice inside. Around front here, you can see it has its Tennessee license plate, chrome bumper that is angled on each end to make maneuverability easier. Freightliner logo right there at the top of the grill. Freightliner style grill with chrome plating and black paint to make it look like it's a grill. Then you got two flashing lights mounted in the grill and two headlights, which are individual jewel pieces, as are the two turn signals. Both air horns are chrome plated. Windshield wipers are just molded into the front glass, and they are then tampoed black. The hood doesn't open on this truck, and the doors don't open, but that's okay. Code 3 made these quite a while ago, and that was not standard on anything at the time. Then you got your three roof clearance lights that are molded into the roof, and then they're tampoed with some orange paint to give the amber lenses. The roof bar has the clear piece in the center and then the two red flashers at the ends. We can see it's got the old number 7 back here on this toolbox. The striping, plenty of more hookups. There's no gauges, there's no pump controls here. Toolboxes, the extension ladder hanging there. Does not come off the truck, but it's hanging there. And another solid hose hookup. It's also little spotlights up there. Grab bars on the back. Grab bars for the doors. Steps, a diamond plate, mirror with a little spotter mirror, and the chrome wheels like the other side. There's also, if you look up there, there's those hoses. You can see the other side, and there's a hand bar there so you can grab hold and hang on with one step sticking out here. They did a really nice job. The one thing that's hard about fire trucks is they're so department specific. It makes it hard to actually replicate them correctly, and if you don't do it right, the customers complain. But Code 3 did their best to put the little nuances that were on each truck that were department specific, not really truck specific. You know, a pumper's a pumper, but they put all this different stuff which makes them different. On the back, brake lights here are individual jewels. These other lights are just painted on. Chrome diamond plate here with some hookups on the back of the pump water tank. Then you got your flat hose beds right there with hose in them. Now the hoses are resin pieces, and then they're painted and put in. They still look really nice. You got your back grab bars so you can climb up there easily. Little ladders and steps so you can climb up easy. Then there's a spotlight, and then two rotator beacon lights. Now those rotator beacons are painted with Tamiya clear red, and they look really nice. There's also some more lights right here in the back, and those look like individual jewel pieces installed. It's cool how they did some painted in, but mostly all individual jewel pieces. Really nice job they did on that. Underneath, typical of Code 3, not much detail at all, just kind of a molded pattern of a front and rear axles, drive shaft, and muffler. These two little slots here, that's how they hold them to the package, and the base plate in the package is, it just goes up in the key and it turns 90 degrees. Really nice. Cab is mounted to the diecast chassis with just a couple of screws. Looks like 4 on this one. It does say limited edition here, and then back here it says Code 3 Collectibles, copyright 2004, made in China. So this truck was made back in 2004. Again, Code 3 has been out of business for many years, so any of their stuff is on the secondary market, and the couple of dealers that still had some left. But for the most part, You're just looking at secondary market to find this stuff, and it's not easy to find. Going up on top, you can see the roof light bar. You can see those two flat hose beds there with hoses in them, and those are resin pieces. A little antenna piece, chrome diamond plate, and then you can see the flatbed hoses rolled up and laid out here. Really, really nice. Also see those two hard hoses there. Code 3 did an awesome job. Now we'll set her down so you can see it. Boom. And that is the Freightliner FL60 crew cab pumper truck for Jack Daniels Fire Brigade, old number 7, out of Firehouse 7 in Lynchburg, Tennessee. The company was built by Jack Daniels, and the truck was built by Code 3 Collectibles. Long out of business and well worth it if you can find them. Talk about cool to work for a private fire company and to have Jack Daniels on the patch and door shields. Code 3 made some of the best 64 scale fire trucks out there. And to go along with 64 scale, I've got a free report on the various scales and what types of diecast replicas are made in the different scales. Grab your copy with the link in the description below. Also, please take a quick moment to hit that big thumbs up button, to like this video, give your comments and your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, the founder of Advantage Diecast, and I'll be back soon with another episode of Toy Talk.
That's received, thank you. C1 to got forward. Go ahead, C1. Be careful not to take that support out. That blew up during whole through. That's received. We're just trying to remove the aluminum from the front of it. That's